You are tuned in to What Up Baltimore online radio. Please note that the views and opinions expressed on this channel are of the host and not of Lady J Media. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, What Up Baltimore TV. And if you really don't want to miss any of the shows, hit that notification bell and you'll get a message every time we come on. Now, we got it from here, so sit back, relax, and stay tuned. Hey everybody, this is Dr. Lady J. I'm just waiting for Marco to call in. He should be calling in a few minutes. I just got a message that he will be calling in. So let's see. I just got another message. Let me see what this is saying from him. Give me 1 second, y'all. I think they're dialing the wrong number. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I don't know. All right, so if you would do me a favor, please make sure you share this video to let other people know that we are on. Marco is currently incarcerated, and last week he had so many people on here that we didn't really get a chance to hear all of his story. And so I had people who were reaching out to me saying, you know, they really enjoyed the interview, but they wanted to hear, more about him, his situation, and they also wanted to hear about his book. So we're going to talk to Marco tonight, everybody. And make sure that you do me a favor, share the video, let everybody know that we're on. I think Marco is on the line. Hey, Marco.
How you doing, Lady J?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm holding on.
Okay, good. I am actually on vacation. So those of you who are in the chat on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, if you're in the chat, if anything starts happening where it seems like this is going slow or something like that, just let me know right away because I'm on vacation. I'm not home. So I'm hoping this internet is going to work throughout this interview. But and I'm trying to monitor it myself while I'm actually talking to Marco. So, but y'all let me know in the chat if it starts messing up, okay? Tonight, what I'm going to ask you to do, if you will, just hold off on your calls for a minute. This is Lady J. Can I help you?
Yes, this is Joseph Jones, Marco cousin. I just want to call and speak to my cousin, just say hello, let him know that I'm on line, support him 100%.
Okay, I think he can hear you.
Hey, Cass. I said, just Cookie, your cousin. Oh, I'm calling to let you know I love you, man, and I'll support you 100%. We online. I appreciate you, guys. Yeah, and your Aunt Fanny's going to be watching from Texas. Texas support you tonight, too. All right, okay. All right.
Thank
Peace
you.
and love. Talk to you later.
All right, bye-bye. So what I'm going to ask everybody tonight, if you would do me a favor and give Marco just a little bit of time, I want to interview him for a little bit. I want to talk about his book, and then we're going to go to taking phone calls and, reading your comments and everything. And I know everybody wants to talk to him. Listen, let me tell you this, everybody. This is my radio station. So even if we go past the hour, as long as Marco can hang out with us, then we're good, okay? But I just want to make sure. So it's really no rush on my end. You know, I'm following Marco. But we want to make sure that we give him an opportunity, because some people actually purchased his book last week because of him coming on, but they wanted to hear more about his story. So thank you for your comments. I see him on there. And again, y'all, I'm on vacation. So if this internet starts to mess up, please put it in the comments and let me know so I can switch over to my phone. Okay. So Marco, we're gonna we're gonna take a few minutes and just, you know, some people were really interested in you last week and your story, because you had mentioned as we were talking that you were wrongfully convicted. So I don't want you to, like, you know, go in too much detail about your case, but just tell us a little bit about how you got into your situation of being incarcerated.
Well, you know, just when I got locked up the day I was arrested, so I was accused of a shooting that I didn't, you know, commit. And, you know, the main thing was one of the gun trade task force officers was the main officer in my case, which was an eyewitness allegedly in the case. So that pretty much, you know, what it all boils down to. So in my book, I mentioned about some of the stuff, but I don't go into a lot of detail about it. So the main thing was, so a lot of it can't be really discussed due to the process that I'm going through, so I don't speak too much on it. Mm-hmm. But as far as the book, the final was written, was really written to give an account of my life and what has led up to the point in which I wrote the book. So in my book, I'm really confronting my struggle and continue with poor decision making throughout my life. And my position as I wrote the book was to try my best to help anyone that has life and positive change. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted the readers to know that, it's never too late to turn your life around as long as you are alive and breathing. And change the way of thinking. Mm-hmm. With so many young men and women sharing their similar stories to some degree, I believe that it is encouraging to dissect my story and I get insight on things that could make a difference in the lives of young men and women that are going through challenging times. And also, like, with me understanding the importance of time, how life is short, I made a conscious decision to utilize this time while incarcerated, becoming a better man and helping those I can while on this journey. Mm-hmm. Granted, it's tough dealing with, time being away from my family and living in this small space with another man, getting fed garbage, and, even hardly getting fresh air. But with God, all I can see is that with God, mm-hmm. I can see to all of that. And, because with me gaining a relationship with my Heavenly Father, that is how I begin and able to cope daily in this hellhole. So God has provided me with a peace of mind and the ability to reach individuals behind these walls, and even in society as I go through these challenging days. And I just learned a lot. One thing I learned, you must go through. So even though I'm falsely accused and so forth, I just gotta go through this storm, and I can't go around it. I can't go underneath it or jump over. Gotta go through, and it only gives me strength for the next state of affairs, because it's definitely gonna be some more on the way. Mm-hmm. And another thing I just want to say, one thing I know, is being grateful for what you had, rather than complaining about what you don't have. Mm-hmm. And that should be how we live our lives. So, with me knowing things could be better, I'm just fully aware that it could be much worse. Much worse. And I know I said it in my head that I'm around guys that advice double life, 40, 50 years. Two of my workout partners, they got 80 years apiece. You know what I mean? That's 160 years I'm working out with. And so, with me knowing that, how can I complain? And so, dwelling on the negative side of things, don't enjoy that type of energy and atmosphere into your life. So, I just choose to be thankful for all the blessings I had, beginning with life itself. And, you know, I know a lot of people have passed away. Rest in peace to my homeboy Daryl that just, you know, died, you know, not too long, a couple of days ago. He got killed by the police in Baltimore. And I'm just thankful to be clothed in my right mind. Because, you know, you can allow whatever situation that you're in to cause you to focus on the wrong thing, or you can just try to make the best out of what you're not able to change. So, you know, we all given opportunities in life, and taking advantage of those opportunities, showing that we're grateful for what we had been presented with. So that's how it goes. So trust me, hear me loud and clear. I hated it here. You know, I hated it. Trust me. However, I also learned a lot about myself as well, and this was a tremendous wake-up call. Definitely was a wake-up call for, actually, one of my chapters in my book, chapter number 12, is titled Wake-Up Call. Because that's when my perspective began to shift in my life. Yeah, if you don't mind, I'd like to share something out of there.
No, go right ahead and share, because I actually have your book, and I was gonna actually read some stuff out of there, but no, this is your time to talk. So go ahead. And for those of you who are calling, I'm not ignoring your call, but we decided tonight that, you know, because Marco is on limited time, so we're going to make sure that Marco gets his information out, and then we'll switch over and we'll go to phone calls and comments and all of that. So go ahead, Marco.
Yeah, so like I said, chapter 12 is titled Wake Up Call. And so for those that have the book but don't have it, so each chapter I begin with a quote. And the quote that I use for this chapter actually is the scripture, 1 Corinthians 13:11. And it states, when I was a child, I spoke as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. And this chapter was pertaining to after I was found guilty, with different motions getting filed and denied, and my transition from Baltimore City Jail to where I'm currently at in Hagerstown. And this for sure was a wake-up call, because, you know, at the time I was sent to prison, and I had just my violation time, which was 7 years at that time. I didn't know how long I would be here because I didn't get sentenced yet. And I actually was facing life. And, you know, by the grace of God, I had 25 years. And while I was over the jail, although I wasn't quite thinking the same as I was when I first came in, my perspective had shifted in the gear that it needed to be in. But that is why, you know, everything comes to time. And that's why I shared, you know, at the end of the chapter, this insight, where I at the end of each chapter, I just give insight, you know, just for the reader to understand my story and see where my state of mind at. And at the end of this chapter, I just telling me that, you know, everyone is given a wake-up call. So some are from learning from others' experiences, while others are from experiences of your own. Only you can be tired of making the same mistake and decide to change your way of thinking. When a child is born, they are ignorant to a lot of things until they receive the proper guidance. Once that child has reached the level to comprehend what has been taught, applying that information to their way of living comes next. When you are an adult, thinking and acting as a child should cease to exist. Although I was an adult in age, I continued to act, speak, and think childish. With me being ignorant to my childhood affairs, it only held me back from receiving what God had in store for me. While as long as you have breath in your body, it is never too late. Taking heed to your wake-up call will position you to be in the very place God intends for you to be. So that's how I ended the chapter on that topic right there. But I wanted to do something else, right? I wanted to also give like a sneak peek because I said that I had to finally get the workbook.
Right.
I wanted to give a sneak peek dealing with the lessons dealing with wake up calls. In the workbook, I just took each chapter and I made a lesson out of it, and I named the lesson the same as the chapter title. And I began each lesson with a quote. So lesson number 12 is wake up call, and my quote I have is one day it just clicks. You realize what is important and what is not. You learn to care less about what other people think of you and more about what you think of yourself. And that's by Steve Marvell. And then I have a point to ponder that I give, which states you have to go through something in order to value your awakening. That which you have gone through will only bring something out of you that you did not know was in you. And follow with the point to ponder, I give questions to consider. So each lesson has 6 questions. And the questions that's within lesson 12 wake up call. Question number 1, I ask, when you look back over your life, what comes to mind as a key moment that prompted change? Question number 2, I ask, what has that moment shown you about yourself? Question 3, I ask, why is it important for you to learn from the experiences of others as well as your own? Question number 4, what did you do as a failure in your life that turned out to be a blessing? Question number 5, how can those mistakes in the past give you the guts to try something different? And question number 6, in what areas of your life do you need to change your focus? So those are the 6 questions pertaining to the wake-up call. And, to really get the answer, then I ended with a finishing statement, which states life's best lessons are often learned at the worst times and from the worst mistakes. Life does not get better by chance, only by change. Learn from your yesterday, live for today, and hope for tomorrow. And then I end the whole lesson. Each lesson I have a section where you have journal writing. So they can jot down their thoughts pertaining to the lesson or whatever came to mind. And the workbook just really requires for you to look back over your life and see how things started out for you, where you are now and where you are headed. But the most thing must be honest with yourself in order to heal the scars that you have accumulated over time and acknowledge the pain, the hurt, disappointment, struggles, failure. You have to acknowledge all those things that you have experienced in order to move forward. So God willing, the workbook will be available real soon because I believe this will be a well-needed tool in the hands of many.
It definitely.
Like my big brother said, #next up.
Yeah, it definitely. Listen, that book is amazing, and like I said, Marco, as soon as it drops, please let me know because you got to come back, and I want to grab a couple people so we can actually go through those questions that you were asking. And before I go any further, let me say this to you because today was just a really busy, how you have those days that are just like crappy days. You just want the day to be over.
Yeah.
And I just want to say thank you to you because a lot of what you said puts a lot of things into perspective for me. I'm just speaking for me because sometimes, like I have my freedom. I'm able to move about. I'm on vacation right now, and then listening to you being incarcerated and not having the freedom to move about, and you said like sometimes not even being able to like get air, smell the fresh air. And I just wanted to say thank you to you because your words are so inspirational, so encouraging. And like you said, sometimes we forget just to be thankful, for what we have, where we are, because it really could be worse. So I just wanted to say thank you for that, because you really blessed me by saying that, and I appreciate it. Um, and I don't know how. I'm thankful that God is really, working with you, and I could tell that He's really, working in your life, because sometimes when I'm talking to people that are incarcerated, sometimes I'm just like, I don't know how you can be still so positive, um, and you encourage other people on the outside. And sometimes I just wonder, where do you get this positivity from? Where do you get the spirit from, this motivation to be that way in spite of your situation?
I mean, like I said before, it's really my relationship with God. Like, if it ain't hadn't been for Him, my Lord Jesus Christ, I don't know where I'd be. I could never see this for a million years back then. So that's what helped me for the most part out of the whole thing. And then, like I said, I go back into me being around dudes that got a lot of time. Like, I take a group that I just started recently called Decision Points. I go once a week on Wednesdays, and it was a guy there. He been locked up for 48 years.
Whoa.
Like, I mean, put my head down, like, hear him talk. Like that. So see guys like that, with their head up. Like, I just use that as motivation. Keep doing what I'm doing, and I know what I've been doing. I've been helping people and helping myself in the process. So, like I say, I give it all glory to God.
That's awesome. That is awesome. And Tanya Flowers is on here. She said, the book. She actually sent me a message. She was one of the people that was listening to you. She doesn't know you, but she listened to you last week. She said she's enjoying your book. So yeah, we reached out last week to me to get the book. So Marco, what was life like before you got incarcerated? What was life like for you? Because you've been there 16 years, right? Oh, 12. Let me not give you any more. Oh, Lord have mercy. Let me not give you no more. No, we want you to come home. I'm thinking about your friend. That's his dad. I'm for the show. He had 16 years.
Yeah.
And I think he's watching also. Yeah, Aaron is watching. But so what was life like before you got incarcerated?
You see, or when we talk. I mean, that's the only thing you can do. Not with you around every day. So, like I said, I wasn't no saint or whatever, although I am innocent for what I've been here for at this moment. But I wasn't no saint. But at the same time, I was selling cars. I had, at one time, I had a car wash right before I came in. I used to sell dinner, and, being honest, I sold drugs. So, just to survive and stuff like that. But, honestly, I've never been a bad individual, like trying to hurt or harm individuals like that. I always been the type of want to help other people as well, for I might have used it in the wrong way. But now I'm not on that path.
Right. And I wanted to say also that there's a lot of people that, were selling drugs, Marco, even in my family, a lot of people that's what they did, to help supplement their income, to help drugs, Marco, pay bills and stuff like that. So, and it wasn't, I don't want to say it wasn't a bad thing, but just that a lot of people were doing it. A lot of people were doing it. So I know you have 60 seconds and you'll probably have to call back again we will wait for you to call back. We know the process, so we'll wait for you to call back. When you call back, I wanted to talk more about your life before, and then also talk about your book as well. So do you want to hang up and call us back? You okay? When we do these shows, we do them every Monday, and we have somebody that's normally calling in that's incarcerated. So we definitely know the process now. I need everybody's help because if you're watching me, let me make sure. I don't shows when I'm on vacation because such a stick right, but so Marco is going to call back. Let me check something. I just try to watch everything to make sure that nothing is freezing on me. So that's what I'm doing right now, y'all. That's what I'm doing. So if you're in the comments, and I start freezing or you can't hear, just send me a message to let me know because I might have to switch up and use my phone. I'm not sure, but just let me know. And then we're gonna wait for Marco to call back. But definitely, if anything happens, and please don't feel bad. Put it in the comments because that's the only way I'm going to know if it starts freezing. But I'm actually on vacation, and I wanted, I didn't want to not do this for Marco because he's inside, and I want to make sure that he has access, and this is an outlet for them. So let me go through the comments real quick, and then we're going to wait for Marco to call back. So we have a comment from Hey Rodney Lomax, Big Brother on site. Patrice Sumler. I'm so excited. Little Sisters on site. And then she says, Cookie she's telling people to hang up. Yeah, thank you. We are going to get to the calls though. Ricky Miner says, I'm live with you, big boy. Hey Keith, how are you? We got Tavet. I hope I'm saying your name right, fam. I hope I'm saying the name right. And then we got Patrice. She said, I see y'all representing. And then we have Ricky Miner screaming, free, brother, till you free. Screaming free, bro, till you free. And now some of you, and I wanted to say something about what he said. This is Patrice hollering and screaming, free my big brother, totally free. Ricky Miner says, ain't no secret. We got Joseph Daniel Jones. What's going on, cuz? Baltimore here supporting the cause. Patrice says, you better preach polo, but God. All right. Ricky Miner says, amen. We got Patrice family. Oh, she's telling y'all again to hold the calls. And then we have, who else we got on here? Darnell says, we woke now. Yeah, we woke. Hey, Dr. E, how you doing? She got super proud of you, Polo. Brock 2343 family here. Darnell says this is needed. Absolutely. Patrice says his motivation and daily messages to me keeps me going. He doesn't even understand. And I just think that's amazing. Like he's inside sending out motivational stuff to people. That's just absolutely amazing. Tanya says, I'm enjoying your book, Marco. Taisha, am I saying it right? He's very positive. We got Patrice on here. He's always positive, been like that. Mr. Joseph said is giving us a scripture, Psalms 46, 1 and 2. And then we have the Working Mom TV, Love the Positivity. Marco has always been a great person. Marco and Patrice says free polo to my brother is free. Um, Patrice says, yes, Dr. Lady J is freezing and it cut off on the part you asked him about his life before jail. Oh my goodness. This is making me so mad. Okay. So I might have to switch over to my phone. I'm thinking, y'all give me a second. I'm going to switch over. She says, this is Tanya says, hello everyone. Very few content creators are doing very few content creators are doing what Lady J is doing. Let's donate to the station. A little something is better than nothing. Absolutely. So if you guys want to donate, it would help me out a lot, because this is something that I'm just doing on my own, but I believe in the cause. I believe in that we have to do this for our brothers and sisters who are incarcerated, because as Tanya said, nobody is doing it. And, a lot of people are like, their attitude is sort of, let's lock the people up and throw away the key. And I can't get with that. I just can't get with that. So let me do something real quick, because this is really aggravating the crap out of me. When I'm on vacation, it's really hard when I'm on vacation to do these shows, because and I gotta thank my cousin, because she just felt like I needed to go on a trip. Let me go on my phone and see if this works better. It's just so hard when you're trying to do this um, on your computer. I don't know if that's gonna work. So yeah, so anyway, if you all would like to donate, please donate to, I have it scrolling at the bottom of the screen. So you can donate to Cash App. And thank you to everybody who donated last week. I really, really appreciate it. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate it, because um, doing this, is not, it's not cheap to do the radio thing. It's really not. It might look easy and everything. Y'all, I'm going to be walking to see where is a really good place. Now it looks like it's working. Um, but it's not really easy. I mean, it's not really cheap to do this. It costs money. It costs money to do it. And I've been, using my own funds and stuff to do this, because I really believe in what I'm doing. So if you would like to donate, you can actually donate to $LadyJFlava. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. You can also what's the other one? That's Cash App, $LadyJFlava. Some of you might have Zelle. If you want to donate to Zelle, it's the same phone number that's on the screen right now. It's that same phone number, 443-297-4753. Or if you want to donate to PayPal, it's I'll never look back at gmail.com. All of it is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. So we're waiting for Marco to come back. Marco has a book, everybody. So let me put his book up. All right. Let me put the book up. I'm trying to watch what's going on over here. And but anyway, thank you to my cousin, because she knew I ain't had no money to go on vacation. So she actually she was kind enough to take me on vacation, and I just really appreciate her so much. Um, so let me put up Marco's book. Marco's book is called Finding What's Missing. Okay. And I really want y'all to get this book. Like, let's help this brother out. And while we're waiting for Marco to come on, let me tell you something else exciting. I'm gonna put Marco's book up so y'all can see it. Uh, Let me tell you something else that's coming up the end of the month. And Marco, I'm definitely going to make him a part of it. Yeah, that was nice, Tanya, because I'm always working. And even while I'm on on vacation, I'm going to be working. So I got some brothers that are incarcerated that I'm going to be working with, even while I'm here on vacation. So that doesn't stop. Their situation doesn't change. But at the end of the month, everybody, this is the big announcement, right? I was telling y'all this last week. So at the end of the month, um, I've been asked to do a pilot for a talk show because Baltimore has not had a talk show since like Oprah, Montel Williams, haven't had a talk show since then. So I've been asked to host uh, a talk show, and it's going to be on July 29th from 7 to the taping. We're going to have vendors there. It's also going to be the taping going on, live show. So if you want to be a part of it, I'll be putting out an Eventbrite, and it's going to be free, but we just want to see how many people are coming. I'm really excited about it. Like, God has just blessed me to get so many great opportunities. And so one of the things that we're going to be doing, that I'm going to be doing. Okay, Patrice, yep, I'm going to put that up there. She's saying that her brother also has magazines that are out. They're $20, okay? And she says, I have books on deck as well if interested. Got you. And then, yes, The Working Mom says a great book. So what's going to happen is I'm going to be, my first segment that I'm going, it's going to be like 3 segments, but the first segment on that evening is going to be it's going to be called Coming Home. And I'm actually going to be spotlighting some guys that did some serious time, and they are coming home. They're home now. And so the other thing I'm going to be doing, because Marco can't actually be there, is Marco, Sean Gardner, because they can't actually be there, I've asked family members, and I got to get with Sean's wife, but I've actually asked, I spoke with Marco's brother, his mother, his sister, to make sure that we have books and magazines there, a vending table set up there for Marco, because we want to make sure that we include Marco in this big event on July 29th, because Marco, even though he's incarcerated, we still want him to know that we support him. So we're going to have his books and magazines there on the 29th. And y'all make sure that you show up. This is going to be really exciting, a big thing for me. I'm looking forward to it. But it's also going to give me another opportunity to put this type of platform where I'm dealing with people that are incarcerated, people that are in between, their trial dates and all of that. It's really going to give me an opportunity to have a broader base, for people to be able to hear what we're doing and how we're doing it. So I think this froze again. Let me, I think it's, and I apologize, everybody, for the freezing. I apologize for that. Like I said, my cousin grabbed me up and said I need to take a break, which I'm not going to take a break because I'm still going to be here working. So if it starts freezing, that's the reason why, because I'm actually in a hotel where I thought the Wi-Fi would be better. But anyway, so the 29th, everybody mark your calendar, save that date, July 29th, at the Downtown Cultural Arts Center. Is 401 North Howard Street. Make sure you come. We're going to be giving Marco a shout out. We're going to be giving Sean a shout out. We got some other brothers that we're going to be giving a shout out. And I really want to make sure that that they know that even though they can't be with us, that they are supported, okay? And so make sure that you get his book as well. Make sure you get Marco's book, Finding What's Missing. His sister, Patrice, she also says that he has magazines also. I'm just amazed at all the stuff that he's doing. I'm really amazed. And his attitude, being so positive. But again, she said he has magazines that are $20, and she also has books, okay? So make sure that you get those. Or again, if you don't get them from his sister, you can definitely go on Amazon. And thank you to the people who went on Amazon last week and you reached out and told me you were going on Amazon. Okay. Let's see. We still waiting for Marco to call back. Y'all hang in there. We're going to also, on this side of the conversation, I'm also going to, I don't know why. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. My cousin was texting me. I can't talk to her right now because I'm doing the show. So she's out. She went out to eat. I told her I couldn't go out to eat because I got to stay here and do the show. So I have to text her afterwards. But when Marco comes back, what we're going to do is make some phone calls, and please be patient because, as you know, last week the phones were blowing up. We couldn't get everybody in, but we're going to take phone calls, and I'm going to continue to read your comments, and we're also going to continue to have the conversation with him, because what I was going to say is that he mentioned that he has been wrongfully convicted. So let me say this, because a lot of times people reach out to me and I love when y'all tell me, like, don't be naive, these people, you talk about them like they're, I don't know. I can't even describe. Like, sometimes I get annoyed at how people talk about people that are incarcerated. I don't like it. Okay. But anyway, people will say that, everybody that goes in says that they're innocent. So let me say this. In Baltimore, and I'm not going to go into a long, discussion or conversation about this, but if you would, hey, Alfred, how are you? If you would go and look up the Baltimore gun trace task force, you would understand what Marco is talking about. And quite a few of those officers were arrested for, I think he's calling back. There we go. Quite a few of those officers were arrested for wrongfully, and this is public information, so it's not anything I'm making up, but they were actually putting drugs and other stuff on people, locking them up, and they were just, making false reports and all of that. So, when you hear somebody say that they've been wrongfully convicted, don't always jump the gun and be like, oh, they're lying, oh, they're this and that. Sometimes they really are wrongfully convicted. And there have been several men that I have worked with over the past year who were wrongfully convicted, and they are now out. And so not everybody saying it is telling a lie. All right. So I just wanted to put that out into the atmosphere. Don't send me any more messages about that. Okay. Please don't. I'm trying to be good tonight. So Marco, you back?
Yeah, I'm back on.
All right. So, all right.
Now I heard what you was explaining to everybody, and like I said, I don't really speak a lot, but I mean, just to give a little bit about my situation. Like I said, the officer involved in mine is Barry Herschel, but it's just so much stuff that's involved in my case. For instance, like one witness, the only witnesses that said they say the shooting beside the officer say that the person was 5'7", 5'8", heavy build in my case. And everybody that know me, I'm 6'5" and I'm slim, so I'm far from that. So the medical records, it was something dealing with that. The officer's testimony and statement was contradicted. One of the main things I also bring to their attention about the videotape from the fitness school, which didn't really get put out there by my attorney, of course, but I should be on that camera footage on 2 different occasions if I was on the scene, but I'm not on that camera footage, and they know that I'm not on that camera footage. So, as I said, it's just a lot to do with my case. I just don't speak a lot on it. I mentioned a little bit in my book, but I don't go into thorough detail. But some things I just learned about over the years doing my homework on my case. But all in all, I should have been received the trial. The fact that Herschel in the prison just like I am alone. So, you know how that goes.
So Marco, where are you at? And thank you for saying that. Where are you? And I really don't even want you to say any more about it because you're inside, and like I said, they can actually go and read about that gun task trace task force or whatever it's called. People can go and read about it and see that the officers were arrested as well. But where are you at in the process? Are they trying to give you a new trial, or what's going on with it right now?
I'm basically fighting for either that or my case to get done when I was told. But, currently I'm just waiting for a decision from the court because I was in the telling. Right now I'm just in a big meeting and head back.
So okay, because I was having trouble hearing you. So you said you're waiting for.
Yeah. I is when the appellate court. So I'm just currently waiting for the decision to come back on, what the next move will be. God will not deny, and I proceed in, a different manner. But I'm just in a waiting stage at this moment.
Okay. And so, but they have enough evidence to prove that you are free, correct? I mean that you're innocent, correct?
Yeah, they did have more than enough evidence. Just only turn a blind eye to certain things, because the laws ain't for us.
Yeah,
that's a whole other thing.
Yeah. So, Marco, again, I'm just amazed at how positive you are, how upbeat you are. These books and the magazines and the workbook. What do you hope to do when you come out? Like, what are some things that you want to do as soon as you get out? Because I always like to talk about the day when you are free. So, what is it that you would like to do when you come out?
As far as employment wise, I'm going to try to help the youth, of course, and it's not even just youth, anybody, and they way changing their way of thinking, or just learning what life really is about. That's really what I'm big on now. So by me being conscious and aware, I've been tricked so long of thinking, the street life or certain things was the way to go. So being conscious and aware now, knowing that is all the game for real. Like it ain't worth it. You don't get nothing out of it. Ain't no love in it. So I'm basically gonna try to help out in that manner. And I have other business plans that I'm trying to do as well, to start my own trucking company. Because my ultimate goal is to try to help provide others with jobs.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's a necessity out there, because some people that basically, like in our circumstance, it's hard to find jobs. So I'm always working on that. But I have a real big thing, because my father was missing. I actually, going to turn that into a program, and me and my brother is kind of working on that. So that's kind of another route that I'm going. But I have a few things in store. I'm kind of bumping elbows with some people that's already in position with, like, dealing with the youth and stuff like that. So that's the route that I'm going to be in.
Yeah, I kind of figured, some of the stuff that you were saying, I kind of figured that. And I love the fact that you already have some things written down and set in motion, because a lot of times when I'm talking to the men and women who are incarcerated, I'm always encouraging them to make a plan. Just because you're inside doesn't mean that you can't make plans, you can't set goals, you can't dream. You can still do those things while you're incarcerated. And then when you come out, you can actually start bringing those plans into fruition. There's a guy, his name is Silk White, and I just interviewed him on Monday. And all of this time, Marco, I had no idea that he had been incarcerated. And so when I was interviewing him on Monday, he was saying, I said, where did you get the inspiration to write these movies? Because now his movies are on Tubi and he's getting like real, real actors in his movies. And he said, when he was incarcerated, he was thinking about, what he wanted to do when he came out. And one of the things was, writing, doing movies, plays, and stuff like that. And he's actually doing stuff on the big screen right now. So, it is possible to, and I say this all the time, that not everybody that comes out goes back in. A lot of these brothers and sisters that I work with and that I meet have come out. They are doing awesome, like amazing things. And they're doing way more things than the people that have been out here and ain't never been incarcerated. They're doing so many great things. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to the day when you do come out, because who's that? Betty Haney says he does have some good movies. He does, Betty. And like I said, I interviewed him on Monday, had no idea that, and this brother, I met him in 2019. I had no idea he had been incarcerated, but that's another testament of, somebody being inside, coming out, doing great things, and ain't been back. So, this is why I do what I'm doing, because I really do believe, of course, there's going to be some people who, they come out, they get in trouble, they go back in. I have those people. Y'all pray for one of them, because he really has messed up at this point in time. He gonna go right back into prison. But I do have some that, come out, and no matter how much I talk and do counseling and stuff, they go back inside. But the majority, I want to say the majority of the people that have come out that I've been talking to and working with, they stay out and they're doing great things. Hi, Miss Dimitri. So, Marco, what I want to do now, if you, unless you have something else you wanted to share, I wanted to get some calls in really quick. And I wanted to get some of the, read some of the comments as well, unless you had something else you wanted to share.
No, you can go ahead. The only thing I can say to all of that is I was just talking to a buddy of mine earlier, and he saying the same thing. Like, if I put the same energy that I did in the street, see what I'm doing now. So I already know how I'm gonna go, how far I'm gonna take. So there ain't no cap on my life, because I'm too hungry, to want more. So
right.
But that's it. Like, I'm going to be successful, and I'm gonna continue to stay on this path. So yeah, we can take the call and read the comments.
Okay, so y'all, what we're gonna do, and I just got to give Marco a hand. I got to give him a hand, because I already know, and I can see just from his works with his book. I read his book, which is great. Get the book, Finding What's Missing. And I'm waiting for that workbook. I cannot wait for the workbook, because I'm gonna use that on some of my clients. So I can't wait for the workbook. But yeah, so Aunt Rosa said, what'd she say? Aunt Rosa, yes, Aunt Rosa's cookout for Polo is in the works. So, we are going to take calls. So if you want to call in, everybody, it's 443-297-4753. Please make your calls quick, because it's a lot of people who want to call in and talk to Marco, okay? All right. This is Dr. Lady J. Go right ahead with your comment.
Yes, Lady J. This is Marco's aunt, Audrey Lomax. I couldn't get on the chat line, so I just want Marco to know I love him, and he's always in my daily prayers. And I know God has something really, really big for him when he come out, because he's truly a blessing to the family, and he's been one of God's chosen. I love you, Marco. All right, bye-bye.
All right, why you are? Thank you, Audrey.
Okay, thank you, Miss Betty. She said, I like your hair. Thank you, Miss Betty. All right, let me see who else is there. This is Dr. Lady J. Go right ahead.
Hey, how you doing, Lady J? This is Polo home for it.
Okay, you got to turn your do me a favor and turn down your phone or whatever that is in the background so we can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Uh-oh, did we lose him? I think we lost him. Yes. This is Dr. Lady J. Go right ahead. Hello? Hello? Uh-oh, they hung up. Okay, so I guess they'll call back. So Trap LLC says Polo is covered with love and family. So Marco, let me ask you this. Where did the name Polo come from?
I had that since I was a kid, Marco Polo.
Oh, got it. Okay. Duh. I got it. Okay, Marco Polo. You know what? I thought about that last week and I was like, nah, I ain't going to ask him that. But okay, so that is what it is, Marco Polo. All right, got it. Because everybody's on here calling you Polo, so I was just wondering where it came from. And then we got, who else is on here? Darren Johnson says, I'm here, bro. The support is real. And let me see who else is on. Who else did I miss? I didn't get. Oh, Rodney Lomax. He said Court of Special Appeals decision is coming. If anybody wants to call in, feel free to call in. The number is 443-297-4753. Also, everybody, please, if you can donate, because this helps me to keep this type of program going. Not only the program, but when I have to reach out to these men and women through, it's called GT, I think it's GTL. Is it called GTL? Where I communicate with them. And so, yeah. And so, y'all, I don't have no money, but I just do this because I believe in the cause. So, so do me a favor. If you can donate, I would definitely appreciate it because it helps me to keep being able to reach out to them even when the show is not going on. And it also helps with this show and all the stuff that I have to do with the show. And you can donate. Cash App is LadyJFlava. It's actually scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Or you can do Zelle, which is 443-297-4753. Or you can do PayPal, which is I'll never look back at gmail.com. And I was trying to get this caller and I think I hit the wrong button. So caller, give me a call back. But yeah, it absolutely helps because you have no idea how many people who are incarcerated reach out to me. Marco, I forgot to tell you, Ebony MacArthur reached out to me. You remember her?
Yeah, I know her.
Okay. She said Marco is truly blessed to have so much love, positivity, and support. She's on there right now. This is Dr. Lady J. Go right ahead. Marco can hear you.
Hi, Lady J. This is Aunt Rosa calling. Marco, Aunt Rosa, love you very much. And your whole family is so proud of you. And like I posted already, that the first thing you'll do when you get home is eat one of Aunt Rosa's meals. So we just want you to continue with that strong faith you had and do well because we're here pulling for you. I love you, Marco. Bye-bye.
I love you too, Aunt. Appreciate it.
Hey, this is Dr. Lady J. Go ahead, Marco can hear you.
What's up, Uncle Marco? This is Zach. Just telling you, miss you.
Hi, this is Anaya. Just telling you that we miss you too.
Well, y'all miss y'all too. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Keep doing what you're doing on the track and keep doing what you're doing on the course, Zach. I heard you get better. Y'all both keep working hard and work hard. I love y'all. Miss y'all too.
Hey, he beat me yesterday.
Oh, yeah? you don't supposed to do that. You don't supposed to let us do that.
I know. The first time. Love you, bro. Love you, bro. Man. See you soon, man.
Love you too, bro. No doubt, no doubt.
Thank you so much for calling in. If you want to call in again, the number is 443-297-4753. You can go on Amazon and get Marco's book. It's called Finding What's Missing. I would suggest that you get it and read it. It's a very good book. Go right ahead. This is Dr. Lady J.
Hello, Lady J. This Tevin. What's up? What's up, Marco? This big bro. Just want to let you know, keep shining, baby. You already know.
Appreciate
yeah, man, keep shining, man. It's your time, baby. You know, just wait for you to come home. Love you here. The whole fam said, what's up? From Florida, you know, we're in Florida, so yo, we love you here.
Right. Yeah, love y'all too, man.
Love you, Marco.
That was Tiffany.
All right, Tiff. All
right.
Man.
This is Dr. Lady J. Go right ahead.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Hey, Polo, what's up, man? This is D. How are you, man?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
You know who you're talking to, man? How are you, man?
I'm all right. You said it's D?
Yeah, yo. From C Pleasant, man. From
Yeah,
Central
what's up,
Park,
man?
yo. Yeah, what's up?
I know who you is. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I heard you the other day, and I'm glad I get to hear your voice in person, man. It's been years, dude. We're looking forward to you beating this thing, coming home. The wife forgot about you. We love you, man. We miss you. And I gave him that name for y'all to know. I gave him Polo. To be clear. Good to hear your voice, Polo. Stay strong, man.
Yeah, you too, man.
All right.
All right. And somebody was calling in. Call right back. Go ahead and call back. The number is 443-297-4753. And you'll be able to talk to Marco. Marco has so much support. And I think that is amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right. This is Dr. Lady J. Go right ahead. Hello. Go right ahead.
Hi, Lady J, this is Marco's Aunt Rosa again. I failed to mention to my family members that are listening in and watching you tonight.
Yes, ma'am.
I challenge them to help support you with this great cause that you're doing with a monthly monetary donation. So I want to hear from my family members to help support you with this cause, because this is really just overwhelming for a lot of our family members that you're doing this. So, hey, family members, I want to hear from you. I want to challenge you to a monthly donation to Lady J.
Thank you so much, Miss Rosa. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye-bye. This is Dr. Lady J. Go right ahead. Marco can hear you.
What's up, Margo? What's up, bro? I love you. What you talking about, but it's always inspiration to me. So I've been right where you at. I be needing to hear that, though. Just stay focused, bro. You got the plan, though. You have me.
All right, man. Who's that?
This Ricky. It's your childhood. We ran that court through that ball.
What's up, man? What's up, man?
Man, I'm maintaining this. I'm maintaining, bro. I'm glad to hear you, bro. I needed to hear what you was just talking about. Just took me back, because, you know, the weight of the world, sometimes, you know, it get heavy on my shoulders, but I'm maintaining, staying prayed up, man. I'm just glad to hear you speaking what you speaking. That's what they need to hear out here. You hear?
Man. And glad you got on, man. Stay focused out there, bro.
And I stay on every time you on, I'm on. I'm screaming free you till you free, bro. I love you, man.
I like you, no doubt, bro.
Gone.
I think there was somebody else that was calling. Go ahead and call back, 443-297-4753. We'll stay as long as Marco can stay on. Thank you, Miss Rose. That was so sweet. I'm going to start calling Aunt Rose. I'm ready. Okay. This is Dr. Lady J. Go right ahead. Marco can hear you.
Lowski.
Yeah,
Lowski. Yeah. We in here. Yeah. We in here. Just want them to put it on so nobody else can try to copyright it, because we up next.
Ain't no question.
Yeah, we up next. Appreciate you, Dr. Lady J.
You're welcome.
I'm looking forward to seeing you on the 29th. We're going to represent.
Yes.
We in.
Okay. All right.
All right. Be safe here.
All right, love.
Marco, you really have a beautiful family. Let me see, somebody else is calling. This is Dr. Lady J. Go right ahead. Marco can hear you.
Hi, Lady J. This is Patrice Sumler,
Hi.
Marco's little sister. I was just calling in to tell them that I'm proud of you. I'm listening. You know, I'm screaming your name till you free. And I just wanted to let the family and friends know that I have magazines. My brother has magazines as well, and my mom, if anybody is interested in getting magazines. But I just wanted to shout you out, Polo, and you know I love you always.
Now you go, appreciate you always on my job. Yeah, holler that trio on my mother, man. Get the behind the wall magazine on my job.
Already. Love.
Already.
Everybody should have a family like Marco's. Do y'all know it's so many people out here that don't have, I'm just amazed at the support. Let's see. And then Patricia Johnson, she says, hi, Marco and Dr. Lady J. This is Marco's cousin from Dallas, Texas. And Joseph Daniel says the Texas family is listening in. Wow, you got family all over.
Okay.
Wow. Amazing. So everybody, on the 29th, make sure you come out, celebrate Marco. If you're in the Baltimore area, make sure you come out because we are going to be celebrating Marco because he's still, you know, I wish he could come home. I wish he would be home on the 29th. But we're going to still celebrate him. Yeah, we still going to celebrate you on the 29th along with Sean Gardner, Behind the Wall Mentors for the brothers that are inside, because that will be the actual day. And this is my first official announcement because you'll start hearing more of it being advertised throughout the week. You're going to start hearing on radio stations and stuff about the new talk show that will be taping on July 29th at the Downtown Cultural Arts Center. It's 401 North Howard Street. The taping, we're going to be there from 7 to 10. I think it's 7 to 10 or 11, something like that. I believe in supporting Black businesses, so we're going to have vendors there. Bring your money. And I've spoken with Marco's brother. He's going to be there with Marco's books, the magazine. So make sure you come so you can purchase these books. The first segment is going to be called Coming Home. And we're going to be actually meeting some brothers who have spent about 40 or 50 years in prison, straight time. And I'm going to be interviewing them along with a couple other segments in the show. So if you want to be a part of this first taping for this talk show that I've been so blessed, to be able and asked to do this, like I said, it's another open door to what I'm doing right now and what I'm doing tonight, and to really spotlight and put a light on the brothers and sisters who are incarcerated, because a lot of times they are forgotten. And we need to have a platform like this where they can call in and they can talk and they can share whatever it is that they want to share. All right. So if you want to call in, the number is 443-297-4753. Again, you can support this platform. You can support what I'm doing, being able to reach these brothers and sisters. I'm looking close because I'm reading my information at the bottom. But you can send CashApp $LadyJFlava. You can also PayPal, I'll never look back at gmail.com, or you can Zelle 443-297-4753. We want to make sure that we keep the families and the brothers and the sisters connected by doing stuff like this. So Marco, let me ask you this.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to know when do you think that workbook is going to be coming out?
Well, hopefully, I've been saying this for a while. Well, hopefully next month. I'm waiting for it to come in the mail so I can check everything. And if everything's straight at this moment, I just gotta get it uploaded on Amazon. So hopefully real soon, sooner than later. So I just had a little hiccups on the editing part.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's complete. So I'm waiting for it in the mail right now. So like I said, hopefully by next month it will be up and live on Amazon.
Okay, the reason I was asking is because when we do this again, when you come back again, what I want to do is I want to do it almost like a session, you know, where I already know your family and friends are going to be calling in. I already see that right now. But I want to also do it like a session because for people that are coming out, and not even for people that have been incarcerated, this could be for anybody, where I love the questions that you have, and where we can actually, you know, talk about it, and you know, you can share your perspective and everything. So please let me know when that when it comes out, because we definitely going to spotlight it and shine it on here. We're definitely going to do that. So you got 60 seconds, Marco. You go ahead. I'm gonna let you go ahead and say what you got to say.
I just want everybody to, you know, let y'all know I appreciate everybody that supported me.
You have 30 seconds remaining.
I just need with y'all to just, you know, take y'all time seriously out there because the ball ain't promised. You can't get no lost time back. So, again, appreciate y'all. Appreciate the love, support. So I'll speak to y'all again soon.
All right, Marco, and thank you so much for coming on tonight. I appreciate it. I will be in touch with you, brother, okay?
Okay, appreciate you too.
All right. All right. And everybody, that was Marco Lomax. Marco also has a brother who just got out. His name is Darren Johnson. Darren just got out. He got out in May. And him and Marco were actually, I think they were cellmates. So he reached out to me. He is coming on next Monday. He's coming on next Monday at 8:00. So please make sure that you tune in because he got a lot of his inspiration, he said, while he was inside from Marco. So Marco is really blessed. And I meant to say that to him while he was on here. He is really blessed and highly favored. He really is. And I know that there's a scripture in the Bible says that God will restore all that the locust has eaten. And Marco is going to be able to come out, and everything that has been taken away from Marco, God is going to restore. I meant to say that to him. I'll send it to him in the little the text thing that he has. But God is going to restore everything that Marco has lost. And it's going to seem like when he comes out, it's going to seem like and feel like he has not lost anything. I'm telling you what I know because God has done that for me. And some of you that are watching can probably say the same thing, that things have happened in your life. But when you turned it around and you started doing what God called you to do, that all of the things that you lost, that was taken away from you, people that treated you dirty and all kinds of stuff, you can see that God, and Miss Rosa sound like one of them people. Like Miss Rosa sound like she, she can be a witness. Like Miss Rosa seemed like she been here long enough that she can testify to this, that God will restore the years that the locust, the cankerworm, and it talks about all of that in the scriptures, that it has eaten. And so I want y'all to continue to pray for Marco, continue to pray for all of the brothers and sisters that are incarcerated, because let me tell you something. When I have to walk up and down them halls to go see these brothers and sisters, especially when, they have court, I got a court case that I got to attend next week for somebody that's on trial. When people are in these situations, it's very lonely. They cry tears that you don't see. They're going through stress, anxiety, they're in a traumatic setting. It's a lot that's going on that they have to deal with. And so I'm asking you to keep all of these brothers and sisters in prayer, even those of you who don't really, how can I put this? You don't appreciate this kind of work. And all I'm going to say to you is that, listen, you never know where you might end up. And so that's why I'm always mindful of how I treat people, how I act around people, how I support people, because you never know where you may end up. And we have a brother, Marco, who in his situation is not guilty. And I'm pretty sure he did not think that he would ever be in this type of situation, but we just never know. So you got to be careful how you speak, how you put your mouth on people. You just got to be careful, everybody. And I say this all the time. Always treat everyone with a measure of grace. Okay? Always treat everyone with a measure of grace, because you never know. You never know. You never know. And there's been people who said stuff about Lady J, but guess what? When you got behind the walls, who did you call? Lady J. And what did Lady J do? She showed up. So you got to be careful, everybody. Be careful. Support these brothers and sisters again on the 29th. We want to make sure that we give a big shout out to Marco. I don't care if y'all want to bring banners or whatever. We want to make sure that we represent Marco on the 29th. It's going to be at the Downtown Cultural Arts Center. Y'all will hear more about it, 401 North Howard Street. The Downtown Cultural Arts Center is going to be the first taping of what I've been asked to do, is to do a pilot for a talk show. All right. So we are going to spotlight Marco, his books, his magazines. We're going to give him a shout out. I'm going to give him a shout out from the stage on the taping. And we're also going to give a shout out to Sean Gardner, Behind the Wall Mentors. And we just want these brothers and sisters to know that even though they are inside, that we have not forgotten them. We will not forget them. We will continue to fight for them. We will continue to support them. I am going to continue doing this right here, whether I get support or not. I'm going to continue to do it because that is my passion, and that is what I believe that God has called me to do. So I'm walking in that calling. So listen, y'all, have a great night. Again, let me put up Marco's book. Please go purchase this book. Where is it at? Where is it at? Finding What's Missing. Okay, you can go purchase this book on Amazon. I read the book. I actually have it on Kindle, so you can get it on Kindle also. So I have it on Kindle. I read it. Really great book. Again, I thank God for this brother who's, his inspiration is incredible. Like that's just incredible. It's only God. So get the book. We're gonna wait for his workbook. I gotta get this workbook. Do me a favor, if you don't mind. And I really hate doing this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I hate doing this. And my son said, "Mom, you got to do it." Listen, I need you. If you are, if you're able, please don't put yourself out. But y'all, listen, in order for me to keep doing this, I'm asking that you would support the station, support what we're doing. You can donate to CashApp, which is $LadyJFlava. You can donate through PayPal, which is I'll never look back at gmail.com. You can also donate through Zelle, which is 443-297-4753. Every time I chat with these guys, like I drop like $10, and it's not just Marco, it's a whole bunch of them, So we chat and I try to encourage them and do stuff like that. And then also just keeping the upkeep with what I'm doing right here to keep this radio station going. It ain't cheap. And I don't know who told me I was rich, but I just said, I serve a mighty God, so I'm trusting in him to keep all of this going, and I'm thanking him for it. Hey girl, Tootie, Charlie, hey, how are you? So everybody, again, how about we do this? Because I'm a chaplain. I definitely want to close out in prayer, okay? Because one thing I do know is that people like Marco, Sean, some of these other brothers, we got Turtle Wells is out, brother went to prison at 28, came out at 71. I met up with him, I think it was last week, and he wrote a book that's amazing. And so I just want to pray, because a lot of these brothers and sisters need our prayers, because when the enemy sees how powerful they really are and what great kings and queens that they are, the enemy will come in. And I'm talking about the devil will come in, whether it's through people, whether it's through the system that they're in. It come in any type of way to try to discourage them and take that motivation and that all of that positivity away from them. So I just want to say a quick prayer over them tonight, that God will be with them, be with Marco, bring Marco home. It's a shame that he's, incarcerated for something he didn't do. Bring him home. So if you don't mind, and I always say that I'm going to pray, because some people that watch me don't believe in God, don't believe in prayer. I'm praying for y'all, because y'all got to believe in something. And, and then some people don't pray. So I always like to say it up front, because that gives you an option to click off. All right. So listen, let's pray. And if there's any of you, before I close, let's see, let me get this comment. Thank you, Lady J, for your support and giving education and information on Behind the Walls and People Run. Oh, you're quite welcome, Joseph. You are quite welcome. I'll be making an announcement too, because Behind the Walls Mentor has an event coming up in August. They're going to need you all support. They're going to need your support. So if there's anybody giving opportunity to have open forum, yes, about real life situations, absolutely. Like people going through it, loved ones locked up. We've gone through the pandemic and all this other crazy stuff going on. It's just a lot. Hey, Mr. Dimitri, thank you so much. Because y'all, it's a lot for me. It's just a lot sometimes. It's just too much, It's just too much. So we gotta pray. And it was something I wanted to tell y'all before I go. Man, I can't think of it. It'll come back. But yeah, we're going to pray for these people, that God would just continue to bless them and keep them, and pray for the families. Oh, what I wanted to say before I close is, let me put the number back up. If you have a family member who's incarcerated, and you want to get them on, you can reach me at this number right here, 443-297-4753. The way it works is that you would have to have your family member call you, and I will give you a direct number that you can call me on when we do the show, so we can have a conversation like I did with Marco. But you need to call me on this number first if you would like to do that. Or if you have someone that's incarcerated and you need me to talk to them, this is the number that you call me on, okay? That's the number that you can reach me on, 443-297-4753. Miss Rosa, thank you so much. She said, Lady J, we are praying for you. Miss Rosa, thank you, Miss Rosa, because I need it. This is not an easy thing to do. A lot of people don't support this. I just hate to say it. And Vivian, thank you, Miss Vivian, for the scripture. She said Ephesians 6:10-18 says, and Lady J, you put on the whole armor of God and keep yourself covered and protected from the attacks from the evil one. Miss Vivian, you don't even know what you just said. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, because Woo! When I tell you, Miss Vivian, but thank you. See, this is how God works. Thank you for that scripture. Thank you for the reminder, because evil is all around us, and that's all I'm going to say. I just have to, just got to pray for people. You just got to keep praying, because people will try to say all kinds of things out of their mouth. But when you know who you are and when you know whose you are, you brush it off. So that's what I've been doing. Legacy Church family is praying for you. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. Y'all is just so wonderful. Thank you so much. I need the prayers. I need the prayers. I really do. Because this is not easy. And it's not supported like it should be. I'll just say that. Because people are not very willing to support people who are incarcerated. And so sometimes it's a little hard and it's a little stressful, but listen, this is the task that God has given to me. And I know that God, when he gives you something, he equips you for the journey. So that's how I look at it. I'm a chaplain and we keep it moving. But I thank all of you. We're going to pray right now. Again, if you need me, my number is 443-297-4753. That's also for the families. If you are having a bad day and you need to just call because your loved one is incarcerated and you just need somebody to talk to, listen, or pray for you, that's the number that you can reach me on. All right. Father, thank you so much for another day. Lord, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you for your blessings. I thank you for your mercy. I thank you for your grace. I thank you for your loving kindness. And Lord, I thank you for this platform that you gave to me, because it's not me. It's your vision. It's your plan that you trusted me with. So thank you for trusting me. And I want to pray tonight for Marco, because even though Marco is incarcerated, Marco has filled all of our spirits up tonight. He's empowered us. He has inspired us tonight. So Lord, I just pray that you would put angels around him wherever he is in that institution. Please cover him. Please keep him, because we know the enemy would like nothing better to do than to attack him in every kind of way. So I pray that you would cover him right now, that you would keep him, that you would bless him, that you would continue to hold him up, and whatever needs to be done and whoever needs to be spoken to about releasing him and bringing him home, Lord, I pray that you would start making those moves even now as I pray. And I thank you for keeping him while he has been incarcerated, and for keeping him in his right mind, and for keeping his spirit up, and for keeping him motivated. I pray for all of his family members and friends that came on again for part 2, that you would continue to bless them for how they are blessing him with their support. And I pray for Sean Gardner, Behind the Wall Mentors, all of the brothers and sisters that you allow me to work with. I pray that you would be with them. I also pray for those who have just come out that have spent 40, 50, 60 years in prison. I pray for them right now that you would be with them, because they are dealing with all sorts of things in this new world that they have come out to, but they are doing great. And I pray that you would continue to bless them. And then, Lord, you know that I have one client who has gone astray. And if he doesn't straighten up, the prison is going to be his next home. So, Lord, I pray for this young man, that you will bless him wherever he is, because I can't even reach him anymore. But I pray that you will bless him wherever he is, that you will wake him up, shake him up, so that he will understand the importance of getting his life together right now, so he won't have to spend a lot of time in prison. And we give you all the honor, the glory, and the praise. Bless my cousin who blessed me and brought me on her vacation. And I thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. So listen, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for everything. Candy, let's see. Candy says, all things work together for good for those who love God and are called according to his purpose. That's my favorite. One of my favorite scriptures, Candy. And then we have Patricia Johnson. She says, in the name of Jesus. That's right. Pray for Marco's mom as well. Is that Miss Patricia? Is that Marco's mom, Miss Patricia? I remember her name, Miss Patricia. Yes. I'm gonna start calling. I ain't calling her Miss Rosa no more. I'm gonna start calling her Aunt Rosa because she sounds like one of my aunts. You know, God is, you know, she's gone, you know, already. But and when I heard her on the phone before, I was like, wow, she sounds just like her. But anyway, y'all, thank you. Continue to be blessed. Thank you for hanging in there with me tonight with this internet, because I'm at the hotel, y'all. So I'm gonna try to go out and find something to eat and just kind of relax and then get back to work. All right. There she goes. Look what she said. She said, I am your Aunt Rosa. I know that's right, Aunt Rosa. And let me see. His mom. No, his mom is my aunt. Let me see. Let me see what that says. His mom is my aunt. I'm named after my aunt Trisha. Oh, okay, okay, got it. Okay, got it. I got what you're saying. Somebody put in here real quick. What's Marco's mom's name? I spoke to her. She just sounds like a beautiful lady on the phone. Um, she said I'm named after her, Patricia. Oh, okay. Hey, Tanya. She says, so her name is Miss Patricia. Okay, so you said you named after her. That's right. Patricia. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'm good with names, y'all. Sometimes I be forgetting. Patricia, is it Sumler? Patricia. Y'all, when Marco comes out, we're gonna have a big celebration, okay? Because I'm getting ready to plan something for the guys that just came out. Some of them are in programs, so they can't really, you know, move about because they have to be in a program before they can really be free to still move around. But we got some guys out here that's doing some great stuff. So I'm going to have something for them before the summer is over. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for joining me. My name is Dr. Lady J, and normally I come on throughout the week doing different stuff and trying to do some motivational stuff. But yeah, so, you know, these kind of programs are a little heavy for me. So I'm going to go for a walk around this complex. I'm going to go for a walk and clear my head and talk to Jesus about some of these people that's been getting on my nerves. And I'm going to go talk to him for a little bit. And then I will see y'all. Make sure y'all tune in next Monday when we're going to be talking to Darren Johnson. And again, Darren was an inmate at the facility where Marco was at. And Marco inspired Darren so much. And Darren spent 16 years in prison. And Darren reached out to me. He got out in May. I've been having conversations with him. And so Darren's going to come on next Monday. Hopefully Marco will be able to call in so he can talk to him. She says, yes, Marco's mom's name is Patricia Sumner. And shout out, let me give y'all a hand clap before I go. Let me stand up and give y'all a hand clap before I go. This is a hand clap to Marco's family and friends. Listen, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Y'all inspire me. Y'all really have inspired me. Oh my goodness. He is going to listen. God bless you, because y'all an amazing family. Continue to support him. Continue to love on him. Whoa, that goes back to, you know, our like our ancestors and how stuff is just passed down through the family, where you continue to show the family all the way down on how to love on each other. I love it. Let me get out of here because I'll be talking all night. But don't forget to get Marco's book. His book is called here it is right here, Finding What's Missing. You get it on Amazon. Get those magazines. His sister said he has the magazines. Go back in the comments and make sure, you know, support this brother. Getting his books is just, you know, a support to be able to go get his books. So get his books. I think I might get another one because I may give it to my son or something. Did I give a shout out to everybody? Let me make sure I gave a shout out to everybody. I don't want to forget nobody. Who is that? Patricia Johnson. She said, okay, speaking of names, my childhood name is Lady. Did she say her childhood name is Lady J? Okay, Miss Patricia. We got a lot in common then. Miss Patricia, Lady J. Yes. Hey, James. You know what, Miss Patricia? The reason it's Lady J is because when I was first asked to go into radio, because my story is crazy. And we ain't gonna talk about my story tonight. I done told it so many times. But they said, what would you like your radio name to be? And I just said, Lady J, because my last name is Jenkins. So, and my dad is a pastor. My mom is the first lady. So I just put all of that stuff together and said Lady J. And now that's what everybody calls me. I don't think people know my government name. But anyway, y'all, make sure you get the book. I wanted to just say that again. I got to keep, because when you got to keep saying it over and over. Get the book. Finding What's Missing. Finding What's Missing by Marco Lomax on Amazon. And then on the 29th, look for Eventbrite. As a matter of fact, you should be able to go on Eventbrite tomorrow, and you're going to see Lady J's talk show, something like that. I'll send it out to Miss Patricia, and I'll send it out to Marco's sister, and that way, and Marco's brother, and that way they can send it around to the family, because we really want y'all to come out, fill the place up, because we want to shout Marco out. We want to make sure we have some, y'all have some banners or something. And then we want people to purchase his book. So if you're watching this now or you're watching later, save your money and come get one of his books, okay? And then also, before we go, please make sure you support what Lady J is trying to do over here. Because God said it's going to be done anyway. But you can support by sending money to $LadyJFlava. I don't even care if it's $1, $2, whatever. Every little dollar helps. Or you can Zelle it to 443-297-4753. Or you can send it through PayPal at I'll never look back at gmail.com. And I have that for a reason. I will never look back. Never, ever, ever look back. And so that should be easy for you to remember. Everybody have a safe 4th of July. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, because I know people probably getting their food together and doing all kinds of stuff, getting ready for the 4th. I'm just gonna sit here, y'all, and I think I'm going to go find something to eat, and I'm going to go sit by the pool. That's what I'm going to do. So, somebody else was making a comment. I'm trying to get these comments before I go. I'm trying to get everybody's comment. Oh, yes, James. I did hear about the mass shooting in Baltimore. Yeah. Let me just say something real quick about that. We're losing a generation. So please, everybody, pray, because I don't even know what to say anymore. We're losing a generation. And there were 30 people that were shot Sunday. I believe it was 30. There were 30 people that were shot. 30 people, and I think 3 passed away, if I'm not mistaken. We're losing a generation. We got to pray. All right? It's terrible. We're losing a generation. But anyway, this is my favorite song. Thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me.